Welcome to another edition of Closet Factory's Operation Reorganization.
We've got a great episode for you today as we further showcase our showroom renovation while helping one of our clients do some renovations of their own.
That's right. We're going to show you our process from start to finish as I'm headed out to the town center area of Virginia Beach to have a consultation with a first-time client to see what we can do to help maximize her closet space.
Then we'll bring it home to Closet Factory to review their CAD drawings, check out some hardware, and tour our showroom for additional inspiration before finalizing the paperwork to get their new closets into production.
All that and more on Closet Factory's Operation Reorganization. Hey, Tammy with Closet Factory here. I'm at the Gates residence here in Virginia Beach, and they're having a little issues with some closet space, so we're going to have a consultation and see what we can do for them. Hi, I'm Tammy with Closet Factory. I have an appointment with Christy.
Hi, I'm Christy.
Oh,
nice
to meet you.
Come on in.
Thank you. Oh, wow, I love your house. It's open and airy. I love the neighborhood, too.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, but I hear that's not the issue.
No, it's the closet upstairs.
Yes. All right, well, great. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, great. Follow me. Okay.
So this is your primary closet?
No, actually, the primary is downstairs, but because of our living situation, my husband's mother is handicapped. So we've converted the downstairs more into her living space, and we are up here. So this would be more of a guest room or children's room closet.
Right, right. No problem. We can work with this. So you're both using the closet every day?
Yes.
Very good, very good. So tell me kind of what you dislike about the space and what you would like to see change.
Well, it's just very cluttered, obviously. And I think probably the hardest part is the boxes at the top.
Okay.
Almost if the rack in the middle was somehow different. It's hard to get to things. Like, we've made it work. We have lots of different containers and racks and shelving units, but it's hard to really see everything in the closet. The lighting in the closet is very dark. We have very different time schedules. I get up earlier than him and go to work, so being able to get things out of there in the morning with it being so dark is really hard. I usually use my phone flashlight to sort of see, and then I have to get containers down at the same time. So that part's just really hard. So just really being able to see things is very difficult. And then the storage containers really just don't work there. I have like shelving units down here, which has pants and shorts and stuff like that, but it's down so low, it's so hard to see.
Right.
It's just a lot of stuff in a tiny space.
But you've done a really good job at it. You really have. But when we're finished, you're going to love it.
Okay.
It'll work fine for you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. So here are my first thoughts. So what I'd like to do is give it some separation so you know where your things are and it's easy for you to go and get what you need quickly and easily and with enough light. The second thing is what I'd like to look at how we're storing the clothes, hanging versus folding and whatnot. That way we can free up some space and make it more organized. And then really it's just about what you said. You feel like you're cluttered, so we'll make sure that you feel like you have more organization, of course. The boxes and the containers, we're going to get rid of those and have those things a little bit more easy to see and get to. And you said it was hard to get to and it's noisy, and that's a thing because your husband's still asleep.
Yes.
Right. So you want to be in and out and quiet.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, we can do this.
Awesome.
All right.
I'm excited.
Good. All right, Chrissy, so I have all the measurements of the space.
Okay.
And I have your wardrobe inventory, which is crucial. So it's kind of math and art. So I need the math of the space, the footprint that you have, because we can't make the closet any bigger, but it's going to feel a lot bigger.
Okay.
So when you get up in the morning, you talked about how, you need to be a bit quiet because your husband's still asleep. And so are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right.
Right-handed, okay. So are you more comfortable if your things are more on the right side of the space and Jay's are more on the left? Now let's just remember that you're going to have more of the space.
Probably the right. I'm just used to it at this point.
Okay.
Like his is right now left and mine is right. So probably I'm more used to the right.
Okay. And then the second thing is some women like to decide what they're going to wear for the day by choosing their shoes first because their feet are really important, or they have to be really comfortable for the day, or they're wearing high heels for something. How do you choose your wardrobe in the morning?
Well, I teach at a preschool, so I usually wear a lot of layers. So I'd probably say I check the weather also. Like I'm inside, outside throughout the day working with kids. So it really depends on the weather for the day of what I'm gonna then wear. So I start there and then decide. But usually it's layers because
layers. Okay, very good. Good. So you're gonna need access to many things then.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So the third thing is, I noticed that you've got a lot of bins. Right, we talked about them. And how much do you have to access things that are on the top? Because you're about my size, and I like things eye level and below. There's a range.
Yep. I would say probably like daily, there's 1 to 2 bins up above that I get into each morning.
Perfect. Is there anything I need to know about your husband's wants or needs?
I don't think that he is probably as particular. He's more of like, he goes with the flow. He will adjust to any changes. It's really more of fitting my stuff and making mine more manageable. By the time he wakes up in the morning, I'm already gone for work, so he has, he can be as loud as he wants. He can turn on lights, stuff like that. So it's a little bit easier for him, but he still does have a lot of stuff. He has a lot of, shirts and pants. He has his suits. He has dress shoes, workout clothes, that type of stuff. So he still does have a lot of stuff.
Okay, very good. So my favorite thing you said is that he will adjust.
Yes.
Okay. And so what I'll do is I'll develop a top view, and that's just pretty much the bird's eye view looking down through the ceiling. And from that, it'll be an elevated view, so you can really see what the design entails on each wall.
Okay, great.
Good. I think it would be really smart if you came to the showroom.
Oh, I would love that.
Oh, good. So we'll set that appointment up, because that way you can see finishes and accessories, touch and feel, and you'll see things you didn't even know that really existed.
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah, and how you can use it. So let's do that. We'll set an appointment, and my design program will be all complete, and I'll show you on the big screen, and we can make any tweaks you want. The only thing I need to make sure that you realize is that the day that we come to install, the only thing we need from you is to have a blank space.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we just remove everything, including the shelving and also.
So you have some options there. Yes. Remove that shelving. Now we can remove it, but we don't paint or spackle or anything like that. So if you wanted to, kind of dress up the space with a fun color or something, that's your time to do it. If you wanted to paint.
Okay, great.
You don't have to, because we can add backing and it looks very finished, and you never have to worry about the walls again. We will remove your baseboard because we want our system to be flush against your wall. It becomes part of your house.
Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like it was just built with your house when we're finished.
Okay, great. Like for lighting, if we wanted to add more lighting, do we do that portion beforehand?
So you can. You really can, and that would be one way to go about it. We don't actually light the interior of the space, but we light the interior of our cabinets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we can do that. We do have some wireless options. There's not an outlet in your closet, so we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, we can absolutely provide that.
Okay, great.
Okay, good. Well, it was really fun meeting you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
I can't wait to see the design.
Good. Let's get to the showroom quick.
Okay, great.
Okay, great. Now, let's head back over to Closet Factory and see what Christy thinks of her design and tour the showroom to give her some extra inspiration before we finalize her new closet space.
Tammy recommended that I come by Closet Factory to view my designs and take a tour of the showroom. I'm very excited to see what she's come up with.
Hey, Christy.
Hi.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Welcome to the showroom. Come on, this way. So this is our showroom, part of it.
Wow, this is amazing.
Thank you. We'll come back and tour around a little bit, but first let's go to the design center so we can look at the plans.
Okay, great.
Okay, great. All right this way, Christy. So this is the design center, and we have all our selections in here from material finishes and door styles, hardware, all that kind of thing.
Okay.
But first let's look at the plans. And remember, when we're looking at the plans, anything you want to change, don't hesitate to say, okay?
Okay.
These are just preliminaries, and it was just my first thought, but I think it's pretty good.
Okay. I'm sure anything will be better than what it is.
Well, I think you'll love it. Again, you know, we're not working with a big space.
Uh-huh.
So what we want to do is maximize every inch of the space that we have. So the first thing we always look at is the bird's eye view, the plan view, as if we're looking through the ceiling at the space.
Okay.
So it's kind of the footprint of the space. So this is your back wall, your two side walls, and these are return walls where the doors is hung.
Okay.
This way the bifolds are there, right?
Okay.
So, and we're just looking now if we're standing in front of it.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So this is what you'll see when you look into the closet.
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
It doesn't even seem like there'd be that much space for
I
that.
know. I know. So right now you've got about 78 inches of hanging space in there. With this design, I've bumped it up. We grew it to 99, or basically 100 inches of hanging.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if you're the right side, you might steal a little bit from your husband.
That's not a problem.
Right. So I visualize you keeping everything you need for work, when you have to get dressed quickly and efficiently, kind of on your most used side, but when you're stealing a little bit of his side, it might be for your longer hanging things and
Okay.
things you don't get to a lot. So everything's adjustable. The rods will move up and down depending on the length of your clothes, your short hang, of course, because we don't have enough space for long in here. And again, you'll have more space than you have now.
Okay.
So in the middle, these are pull-out trays, and I built 4 pull-out trays here because you're using those 4 drawers in that little system you have on the right. Yeah, but these are big. They're 24 3/4 inches wide.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
That's
you'll
really
get
big.
Yeah. So you'll get a lot of
It really
stuff
just
in
doesn't
there.
even seem like there's
I
the
know.
closet's that big.
Well, if it's not, I'm not very good at this.
Oh, I trust you. It's just like, it's hard to visualize things, when
I
you're just
know.
used to it being that one bar across the top. So.
Exactly. It'll be a total transformation. And the best thing, in my opinion, is you wake up the next day after install and you're living with it already. It's like,
Perfect.
wow, I have a new house. I know. So these pull-out trays, as I was saying, are 24 3/4 inches wide. Their depth is going to be 16.
They're really big.
Yeah, they have a little hand scoop on the front. I didn't put drawers in there because I didn't think it was necessary. You just didn't need them really because your closet is already behind doors.
Okay.
After that, so the side, that's the whole back wall. So both of the side walls, you had enough depth in that closet to put shelving on both of the side walls. So if you look at the side walls and turn to face the side wall, you would see this section of shoe shelving on your side and just cubbies on your husband's side.
Okay.
Okay? You can use yours for whatever you want, of course, but
Do they look similar? Is that?
They are. I
Okay.
just put more on your side for shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, if your husband needs a few more or whatever, that's fine. Once you're installed, you just call me and we just cut some more shelves.
Okay, great.
Then the other cool thing about the design is it's got what we call these. I know this kind of doesn't make any sense until I have the nice pictures. These are bridging shelves, and what happens is you'll have a top shelf all the way around the space. So the side units and the back wall will all connect. So you'll have a big top shelf that you can
Oh, okay.
still use. Like if you didn't want to get
Oh,
rid of all
to
the
do,
bins.
okay, to
Yeah.
do storage. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So that'll work as additional storage.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, good, good, good. Now let's go out into the showroom so I can give you an idea of sizes.
Okay.
Okay, all right, great. All right, Christy, let's kind of look around and I'll show you all the hidden treasures.
Okay.
So I love this space. Of course, not everyone has a closet size like this, but the parts and pieces can be applied anywhere in any space.
Okay.
So we'll start over here, and a couple things I want you to notice. When we do your closet, we'll be sure to what we call scribe anything that has a gap in the wall, because again, they're never plumb and square. There's always some undulation
Okay.
because our units are all plumb and square. So the difference will be hidden by this scribe. This is a great coat and robe hook. I wish I had a place to put it in your closet. Next closet.
Next one.
That's right.
There'll be many more.
Good, good. It becomes a little addictive,
Yes,
actually.
I can see that.
Yeah, it really does. This is a great idea for jewelry, saving space for jewelry. You can put 2 trays actually in these particular drawers.
Oh, wow. Would
yeah.
that be something that we could add to those drawers that are in the...
In the pull-out trays?
Yes.
We could put one in there if you wanted
Okay.
to. Yeah. So live with it for a little while.
Okay.
And if you think you want one, yeah, just tell me.
Okay.
Okay.
I love how things can be added.
I know. I know. We can light any cabinet that you want. Again, this kind of lighting would take an outlet. So we could, obviously have the power. But for your space, I'm looking at an accessory that is sensor motion. So when you open those doors, I want to be able for a light to come on in there.
Okay.
So that way you don't have to turn on a big light. It'll be enough light for you to look at your clothes.
Okay, great.
And not disturb your husband.
That would be great.
So here, this is a great item. These are pant racks. And there's 2 things I really love about this. Number 1 is the profile of the hanger is so slim. So a regular hanger is a lot taller. So you're using a lot less vertical space to store your slacks. The other thing is you can only use this hanger so you always know where they are, right? So they're just really a fun little thing. Over here, we took kind of a liberty on these drawer faces. They're so fun with the mirror inserts. It just gives them a little bit more glamour and reflects the light really nicely. And we build them right here in the factory. So any color or anything like that.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, yeah. The top doors and the flip-up doors are fun. The next section is a pantry. But what I want you to see in here are these pull-out trays, because that's what's going to be in your closet.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, so the height of the pull-out tray in your closet is going to be this bottom tray. So it's a nice, tall tray, and it's also exactly the size of the width of yours.
It's so much bigger than I thought it would be.
It's deeper. Yours are going to be a bit deeper. Actually, are these 16 on the bottom? Do we make them 14? Yeah, yours are going to be a bit deeper.
Oh, wow.
So you'll get 3 of these and then a small one at the top, just for smaller items. Again, to keep like-size things together. I've got one more little section to show you. So there is another jewelry tray that's acrylic, and it's got 3 trays in it. And you can kind of move them around and play with them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they're a little bit more versatile if you just have one drawer or pull-out that you want to use. So you might think about that one too. Yeah, so everything else is pretty self-explanatory. All right, well, thanks so much. Let's go on back in
okay,
and
great.
we'll have a look at your plants. All right, so Christy, I hope you got some inspiration out there.
Yes.
All right, so let's do this. Let's pick out the hardware finish. We only have the 2 doors. So this is the white that we'll use, and these are some options. These are a brushed nickel, a black, a slate, and a matte gold. Does any of them kind of gravitate, your way?
I think since we're doing the white, probably just the brush to keep it clean and simple.
Very good. There is a little item that I'd like for you to have in here. It's called a valet rod, and this is it. It's a telescoping rod, and it's only pulled out when you need it. So it just kind of hides itself within the section of the shelving.
Okay, great.
Okay.
No, I'm very excited about this. I've heard of these and I really want one.
Okay. Good. Well, you're going to get 2.
Okay, perfect. Then I don't have to share mine.
That's right, because I want to put them on each of the shelving sections. From here, let me just kind of walk through the process from what happens from this point forward. I'll send you some pretty graphics so you get a real good visual of what will be installed. From there, once you approve the plans, I'll send you a work order. I'll push that all through to the next department.
Okay.
They'll process the paperwork and send it back to the factory because we have an on-site factory.
Okay.
We do not build anything here in the factory because it becomes part of your house when we install it. So it's built to fit that space and that space only.
Okay.
Well, since you don't have any more questions, I think we're good to go.
Okay, great. I'm excited.
Good, me too. You're going to love the transformation of your closet.
Thank
you really
you
will.
so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you.
I'm so glad I came by the showroom today to take a tour. It exceeded my expectations. It was so helpful to not only see the design, but also get to see the finishes and some of the fixtures that I'll be able to use in our closet, and also get some ideas for some future projects. This whole experience today makes me even more excited for install day.
That'll do it for another episode of Closet Factory's Operation Reorganization.
We hope you enjoyed seeing our designer's process from the start of the design to the start of production. Give us a call to schedule your in-home consultation and see what our designers can do for you.
See you next time.